Hi Bailey voters, it's Liz here again to talk about 4A. I've also got Lionel with me, and you can tell that he is excited about the passing of 4A as well. He's dreaming of the day that it passes. That's what I've decided. So let's get into our book again in regards to 4A. I'm looking at the con statement this time, and what I'm going to read here is the district did not apply for and failed to obtain a BEST grant, which would have paid for up to 30% of the capital expenditures. So here's some details about that. What is a BEST grant? So a BEST grant is done through the Colorado Department of Education, the CDE. BEST stands for Building Excellent Schools Today, and it gives us the opportunity to use grant funds as a way to offset some of our expenditures. So in the past, let's go back 2 years ago to further explain what is in the con statement here. 2 years ago, when our district came to us voters and asked for a bond, part of that process was to apply for the BEST grant. And we were declined that BEST grant, and in that process recognized and were told that part of our part of the no for that was because we could not show community approval and community backing when it came to doing those projects. So when we asked for the bond and it failed, the CDE then said, okay, we don't want to then fund 30% of expenditures if you don't have your community backing you doing this process. So the second year that we went for a bond, it was recognized by the district that using those resources to write the grant proposal to ask for that BEST grant another time was an improper use of our resources. It takes a lot of time and effort to do grant proposals and to write grants. And so it was recognized at that point that we would better use our resources if we waited to see if our voters would pass the bond and then go in and write the grant process. So this year, what will happen is they're going again for this bond extension. Again, that dollar amount is less than half of what was originally asked in the last 2 years. Because of that, the 30% that the grant would be written for is also a lower dollar amount, hopefully giving us better approval to get that grant. And hopefully, if everything goes well, we're going to have approval from our community for that bond. That approval from the community would show the Colorado Department of Education that we do have the backing of our community to move forward with our capital projects, and then we would get approved, hopefully, for that grant. So absolutely expect that once this is passed, that our district would be asking for the grant funds again from the Colorado Department of Education. What that does is it gives us the opportunity to further our reach when it comes to the remodeling and the upkeep of our buildings. So not only would we be using our bond funds for that, but we would also be able to use the grant money to further extend those improvements that are desperately needed. Now, why would we do that? So if anybody else has ever done remodel, you'll know that sometimes you break into a wall and you find something that's completely different than what you would expected. This gives us a little bit of wiggle room when it comes to being able to ensure that we aren't having to ask for additional funds at a later date. The other thing that it does is, as the cost of everything is going up, really, but as the cost of materials is going up, as the cost of labor is going up, it's only going to get more expensive in the future for us to do these projects. So what this does is it gives us the opportunity to be able to budget and give us a cushion to ensure, again, that we're being fiscally responsible to our voters. I hope that that helps, guys. And again, as always, questions, comments, concerns, you can send them to myself and Lionel. I'm sure that he will be online later to answer some of those questions. And again, share the video if you'd like. I can't wait to get the word out, and hopefully everyone votes yes to 4A. Bye.